Hey guys, welcome back. So I've been hiking around for probably the last 2 weeks looking for mushrooms. As you may or may not know, on this channel I like to do all kinds of treasure hunting, including mushroom foraging, and I have not been having any luck at all. I've actually been pretty discouraged, and I must have walked 50 miles or so total, and I think I found one mushroom. And you can't really make a video with one mushroom. Well, I mean, technically you can, and you may be seeing a video I'll slap together in the future on that, but either way, it's very discouraging, and I really want to find something for a video. I want to find some treasure. So today's Sunday, we're going to head over to the thrift store, where I usually have pretty good luck, and we're going to search around, see if I could find anything worth filming. And yeah, I mean, when I say it's discouraging to not find any mushrooms, it's not that I don't enjoy being out in nature and going for walks with the dog and everything, and just, I saw some cool snakes and everything. It's just, you can't really make a video on that, So let's go make a video today, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, well, I have to do a voiceover due to the thrift store playing some awesome 70s music in the background. So basically here I'm just, the first place I go to is like their silver looking items, and I check underneath to make sure it doesn't say sterling or 925 or something, because if it did, that would mean it's silver, and that means I would grab it. These little salt and pepper shakers sometimes are made out of silver, so I check those out. Also, these vases, they can be very valuable if you find the right thing. I like to look for the green uranium glass ones, and anything that's really fancy, I'll just take a picture and search it on eBay and check the sold items. Also, I like to check old furniture, look at the inside to see if it's actual real wood, which I can then repurpose into my woodworking shop, but nothing here was like mahogany or anything. It was all just plywood. Another really interesting thing I'm just starting to get into is old, like 1800s shot glasses. I haven't found any yet. You can see the gold plating on these, and a lot of times it really is gold plated, but even if you recover it, it's such a small amount, it's really not worth the process. And here, of course, I'm checking out the glass cases at the end of the store. This is usually where they, if they know something's valuable, this is where they'll lock it up. Like, baseball cards, probably not worth too much, but you never know. You could buy these lots and check them out. This thing here, a Donner Party keepsake, wasn't worth very much, so I passed on that. Alright, so I'm just leaving, and in the glass case, they had this coin collection. It looks like a couple different coin collections, and this little piggy bank, glass piggy bank, and I noticed a wheat cent inside. I got this for $2.49, and I got the coin collection for $5. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get our money back at least. And yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's see what we got. That's actually a really good find. And before I left the house, I wasn't really counting on finding anything here, so I put a couple yard sales in my phone. So we're gonna go to like 2 or 3 yard sales and maybe find a little bit more than, I mean, this is really good, like 2 or 3 coin collections. And we're gonna look through all this stuff once we get back. Oh, sweet. Look at this. 9 decades of American nickels. It's got a V nickel, a Buffalo nickel. What year is that? 1925. You can see the date on it. Oh, that is cool. There's no war nickels or anything, no silver, But that's really cool. These two are really, really good. We'll look at all this stuff in detail. What else do we have? I just got to look at it. Oh, what is this? A coin history of U.S. presidents. Are these $1 each? Are these dollar coins? Hold on a second. These things, oh, they're not. They're just, I think they're just tokens. I thought they were all like $1 coins. That would have been awesome. That would have been really good because we got a whole bunch of them. I don't know what these are worth yet. I believe this is one of those quarter books. So if we have, I mean, what, 20 quarters, it paid for itself. We'll look through all this stuff once we get back to the house. But for now, we'll head to the first yard sale. Wish me luck. All right, we're at the first yard sale. Let's take a look around. So this guy has a bunch of computer stuff. I'm not that great with computer stuff. However, I know it could be resold, but I'll search around. Maybe I'll find something awesome. Motherboard right there. All right, I'm at the third yard sale. It looks like they have a lot of stuff here. And at the last yard sale, I grabbed 5 of these speakers for my shop. I don't know what they're worth, but I paid $5 for all of them, so $1 a piece. They got to be worth more than that. Plus, I'm going to use them anyway. So yeah, let's check out this last yard sale. This is the last one, and then we'll head home and see what we end up with. Fire hose. Big clevises and wedges and stuff. Chains. Could probably use it, but I don't need it right now. Some gold mining equipment here. Oh wow.
It's grade A jade.
That is cool.
You know a lot about jade?
Not really.
That's the thing on jade. There's so many different types. There's nephrite and then there's regular jade. Or the true blue stuff, more rare.
Wow.
Nephrite is in abundance, so the value on nephrite is not as much.
Is that gold too?
That is.
Nice find, man.
So that was in a jewelry box that had a bunch of this type of stuff in it.
Uh-huh.
Buried at the bottom, picked it out, and did the research on it, and realized $300 to $1,300 depending on.
That is that's an awesome find.
So yeah, that's what we look for, just pickers.
All right, so that guy at this yard sale, he knew what he had. He's doing exactly what I do, you know, but he buys like big lots of jewelry online and auctions, and then he goes through it. Sometimes he misses some silver. He said I can pick through it and maybe find some silver, but he does all the cherry picking before he puts it out for sale, which is the smart thing to do. Anyway, let's go home. Let's look at this coin collection, and these speakers. We'll get a value on it. All right, we're back home. I have everything lined up here on the bench. These speakers are made by Mood. They are 70-volt speakers. They are model GB522T. I got 5 of them. I don't know if they work. I'm assuming they do, but brand new. They're selling for about $50 a piece. So that is pretty good. I mean, these things, they do have like some yellowing, but I'm pretty sure that even if one of them works, that I totally got my money's worth. And I'm gonna actually take these things and they're gonna go all over my shop here. Probably gonna put one like up there, put one up there, all the way around. And so that will be good. Next, we have these presidents. What is it called exactly? A coin history of the U.S. presidents. I think I counted 23 coins that I have here. And on eBay, a full set is selling for has sold for $50. Always check the sold listings. And so I have about half of them here. So I would say, since it's an incomplete set, other people have sold similar collections with about the same amount of coins for about $20. So that's definitely already really good. I paid, like I said, I paid $5 for this. Next, I have the 9 decades of American nickels. All right, we're at 20 for that. These have sold for, what was it, $7 on eBay. So we can call that an easy $5. Here's a closer look at these coins. No war nickels, no silver or anything. Just some pretty cool American history there, especially those top 2. All right. This thing here, I looked at it on eBay. $2 brand new. These are only selling for $2, so still pretty cool. It's more of those presidents, like in this other folder here. So I haven't even opened this thing yet. Let's see if we got $5 worth of quarters. We would need 20 quarters for that. Okay, this is pretty good. We're already at $3.50 worth of quarters. There we go. $4, $5, $6, $7, $7.50 worth of quarters alone. There's a couple errors that I know could be pretty valuable, so I'll check it for those later. So yeah, that's pretty good for $5. This is about 30 or $35 worth of value. And finally, this little piggy bank with at least 1 wheat penny in it. We'll have to take these out, see if there's anything valuable in here. Wheat pennies aren't very valuable, but certain dates could be. So let's try to save this little. Actually, what is this little piggy bank worth? Let me check eBay real quick. All right, that's pretty awesome. I just checked eBay, and these things have sold for between $10 and $20 just for the glass pig. And so we're definitely going to try to whatever it takes to get these pennies out of here. This is going to take some ingenuity. All right, I just got the last penny out of here. So we'll set that off to the side. As these coins were coming out, it took about 20 minutes, by the way. There's a lot of wheat pennies in here. So I'm going to go ahead and sort them by date. I even see a Canadian right there. There's also a 2017 modern dime in there, and it was kind of like in the middle. So these were probably put in here recently, but we're still going to go through them. Who knows, there might be like a 1955 double die or something. You never know. The very first coin I grabbed was a 1955. Not a double die though. All right, I went ahead and sorted everything starting at 1941 all the way up to 1958. These are the Lincoln pennies, and every single one is from the 1960s. Other than these 4, there was 2 zinc pennies, 1 Canadian from 1958, and that 1 dime. So I looked for errors. I didn't find any of the big ones like the 55 double die and, you know, the 1943 and everything. There was nothing like that. I think, you know, the best way to value this would be in copper weight. So there's 220 pennies here, and at today's copper price, that is valued at about $6.45 worth of copper. So unfortunately, it says copper value. You might be able to get a little bit more if you sold them individually, but I mean, usually when you buy these things, you buy them in bulk, right? So I think we can safely call it $6, plus we could probably call this $10. So we're at 16, like $45. I'm keeping these, but if we were to value these in, we would be at, you know, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, but I'm keeping those. But that's, I made $5 for all that. That is awesome. I'll probably take 2 of these and throw them on eBay and sell them individually. I'm not going to be asking $50 for them. I'll put them, you know, very low. but I'll have to ask $15 for shipping for each of them because that's what it cost me to ship them. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We definitely made a profit today. If we wanted to sell this stuff, I'll probably just hoard this stuff like a dragon like I normally do. I might throw some things on eBay. Definitely check the link below if you're interested. But if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the thumbs up button if you haven't subscribed. Definitely do that. I put out treasure hunting videos of all kinds on this channel all the time. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for watching my video. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that actually watched the whole thing, so I really appreciate that. Also, a big thanks to all of my Patreon supporters and channel members on the screen. And if you like this video, you're going to like the other ones linked here on the screen as well. And thanks for watching.